What when did you catch the Fed case?
In 2016, at the end of 2016.
So that the most recent time when you were locked up, that was the Fed situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a little run rapping locally. Like who were you rapping?
I've always been a nigga in the city.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
You had that reputation.
Before rap, like we was niggas in the city. Before rap, you got to think we come from block where it was a lot of hustling. That
Right.
you gonna always be the nigga when your family getting some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. Because when we think about Detroit, it's not like as. Would you consider it gang oriented? It's more like neighborhood oriented.
That gang shit is new. We were from neighborhoods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't affiliate or consider yourself part of like anybody else besides just the people you grew up around, sort of?
No, just my family and my block.
Right.
That's it. I
Interesting.
never was like like a blood or a crip or nothing.
Right. But so was the music, like, did you give up on it at a certain point, or was it just kind of like ups and downs? You just didn't really see a reason to get real serious with it?
I just wasn't making as much money as I was making doing other things. So it was like, it was something fun to do. I was doing it because I loved to do it. It wasn't for the money.
Right.
Because I was making money doing other shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so where was your music career at, like, before you went in for the Fed case?
I ain't gonna lie. I was bigger. My image was bigger than what I was getting paid before I went to jail, because I probably wasn't getting shit like $7,500 or so. Probably like $5,000-$6,000 a verse with the video, some shit like that.
Right. Right. I mean, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was cool, but I mean, it's cool for a nigga who just started rapping, but not for no nigga like me.
Well, maybe not.
But it was cool because I was good with money, so you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was cool. It was cool.
If you can get $5,000 for a verse, then you're basically in like the top 1% of rappers for the most part, I would say.
Let me say this too. I'm hella grateful and thankful. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, I was hella appreciative at that time for, you know what I'm saying? But looking back, like, it was peanuts to me now. And so when I started, I wasn't really making no money before I went to jail. But I was a bigger artist, but I wasn't really getting paid a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you were working on like a independent local level too, and especially at that time, the Detroit scene hadn't like popped off, right?
Because I was moving and grooving. I just wasn't really. They just wasn't paying me like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't fucking with me like that. I was getting more money like doing features and shit, because I was doing a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really getting a lot of money for shows and shit like that.
Right.
But it was adding up because I was doing so many of them.
Right. Yeah. When you think about the feature thing, is that a risk for your career? You know, like, do you feel like you're running the risk of sort of watering yourself down when you go do a song with a whack artist?
Now I do. I think about it like that now, because now that I don't really need the money.
Now you have the luxury of not doing that shit.
Yeah. I just pick and choose like who I want to work with.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I mean, we've seen a lot of artists over the years who, you know, they might have done their image a little bit of damage by just doing a fucking feature with everybody under the sun.
Because you don't even be knowing who you be doing songs with.
Yeah, and that could get messy real quick.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta, it ain't always about the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to accept money from the wrong type of person.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing to figure out, I think, early in your rap career is how do you figure out what are the opportunities that you should take and what are the opportunities you should turn down because of the long-term brand that you're building, you know?
That's more what I'm on.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't really like doing features no more like that.
I feel like it's a big fucking power up when somebody offers me a bunch of money and I just say no. I'm just like not interested. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna think about this unless you offer me 10 times as much.
I be doing this shit all the time though. Like, I turn down a lot of shit.
But that's like we're playing Street Fighter and my fucking supercharged move bar is powering up. Yeah. I don't know what it leads to at the end.
It make you feel good to turn down a big, like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to stand on business though. It don't be about the money. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on what you stand on.
I turned down a strip club booking the other day so I could get a good night's sleep, and I felt pretty good about that too. I'm like, I don't got to do that shit.
I would have went for about an hour or two.
It was at 2 a.m. I'm just like, fuck that. I got a 1-year-old.
Yeah, I would have went.
I know. I felt like kind of a buster.
Like, no, I don't be going out no more like that.
Really?
Hell no. Was
that you for a long time? You be spending all your money in the strip club and shit?
Hell yeah. I came home spending a shitload of money in clubs. Hell yeah. So nah, I don't even go out like that no more.
Right. Okay, why'd you get shot? What happened?
I don't know. Wrong place, wrong time, I think.
Right. Weren't you like posted in the car or something? I feel like I have it written down here. You were in the car. You fell asleep in the car? Was that it?
Nah, hell no. I ain't fall asleep in no car and get shot.
That might have been
I was just at the gas station. I guess I went to the wrong gas station. Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
At that time, did you even know you had problems with people like that?
I don't have no problems with nobody.
Respect. Okay, so then what was the Fed case over?
I supposed to be alleged gang member. Let the lyrics tell it. You know what I'm saying?
They tried to use that against you?
They did use it against me.
Right.
That's how I got convicted.
I
I ended up doing 2 years due to my rap lyrics and music video.
Any specific bars?
No, it's like 2 Pacific videos though, 2 Pacific songs. One called Young Nigga World, Young Nigga Way, and another one called Before Rap. They used both of them in my indictment.
What was in the video that was problematic?
All my Cody Fennis guns and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Were they able to match the guns from the video to other things?
Nah, it wasn't like that. What it was when we got indicted, well, I got superseded, so when they indicted them, they went back and looked at the videos and shit and just came back and got me.
Damn.
Because I'm the biggest nigga from over there, so they thinking that if they pick me up, it'll be a weakness because I got the most to lose. You know what I'm saying? But the guidelines say I ain't gonna have really no time to do in jail, so I just went on and did my shit.
Right. So what was the actual charge that they got you with? Just being
conspiracy to racketeering, conspiracy, whatever. Yeah.
And only 2 years though. That sounds like pretty light.
18 months.
Okay.
Because I ain't had no criminal history. That's why I said the guidelines.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fuck. So what
it sounded scary, but in reality, like once you got in the knit of shit, I really wasn't looking at shit.
The most depressing part about this must have been that you had been grinding for all these years, and like around the time you went in is when Detroit's music scene starts like to really pop off, right?
Which was cool. Like I feel like it was the best time to go for me. You feel me?
Why is that? You couldn't take advantage of the opportunities that were in front of you right then, right?
I was burnt out already. You got to think I've been popular like 12 years in the city.
Right.
Never like not been like I never not got booked. I never not been popping. Like you know how some niggas fall back, take a break, and got to get hot again.
Yeah.
I never had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So it was time for me to just go sit back, learn some new. Because if I would have never went to jail, I wouldn't have never got my mind right. Like I stopped, like when I got in the hole, like when I went to prison and went in the hole, like I picked up some new habits, like started back reading, started back writing again. Because I hadn't really like used a pen or a pencil since I've been in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just like, I didn't even know how to write a letter when I went in that bitch.
You were having a hard time remembering how to write letters.
My handwriting was just terrible. I was embarrassed to send a letter home because my handwriting was so fucked up.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I just got better, just picked up reading habits, like, you know what I'm saying? And got focused in prison. Learning niggas, like, you know, just because you so close, there's nothing, you can't go nowhere. You got to be on point every single day, all day. And it teach you, like, so much discipline and patience. And I just applied that shit. Like, I wouldn't have never learned that shit if I ain't go to jail.
Right. Did you need to be humbled to a certain extent?
I was already humble. I'm already humble. That's why I'm blessed. I just knew I needed to go to prison because that was the only part I was missing. You know what I'm saying? Now I can really say I seen everything. Been in jail, been in this shit, been shot, we done did dirt, been in jail. You feel me? A lot of niggas never been to prison.
What was the thing that surprised you the most about prison? You've been hearing about it for all these years, and then you're finally there.
It was like, I mean, it wasn't nothing really surprising because whoever you is on the street, that's who you gonna be in prison. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there, that shit was like a cakewalk for me. Only thing, it was like during holidays and shit when you miss your kids and birthdays and families and shit. Other than that, like it was cool. Like I ain't gonna say like I had a good time in jail, but like jail wasn't bad.
All things considered.
Yeah.
You went in there with a lot of respect too. Probably everybody fucking with the music and shit.
Yeah, a lot of niggas knew me from music, but a lot of niggas didn't know me from music. Cause you got to think, you locked up with people from all over the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some people might know you and some people might not.
But you're locked up in Michigan?
I was locked up in Ohio.
Oh, they set
that
you
rapper
up.
shit don't mean nothing in prison. You got to be a G. You got to be on man time in jail. Like you could be a rapper, but what the fuck do that supposed to mean?
Right.
It's murderers in this bitch. Like that rapping shit don't mean nothing. You rap, but I kill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be on man time in prison. I'm on man time.
Okay, guys, we want to thank you so much for getting us to 100,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. If you want to support, please click that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200K. Thank you. Thank you so much.